überschreiten.
One of the borders that we need to cross in this body is called
Eine dieser Grenzen ist
sexuality.
Sexualität.
And we have to understand that we are also sexuality.
Und wir müssen verstehen, dass wir auch
When you cross the border of sexuality, sensuality is also coming
Wenn
out.
wir die Grenze der Sexualität überschreiten, kommt die
So
Sensibilität
the meaning
raus.
of Tantra is growing too,
Die Bedeutung des Tantra auch
because you are
wächst
not
auch.
only releasing energies, you are increasing.
Wir geben nicht nur
And that is
Energien ab,
important,
wir nehmen sie auf.
really important. Because most of the time as men, we are women, if I touch this woman, I can touch it here and she feels really good. If I touch it here, if I touch everything, because it's sensuality. Men are only here, sexuality. But when we cross the border of sexuality, we also balance the sensual energy. The women have a lot on them. And when we balance the female energy in ourselves,
Wenn
we
wir die,
really allow it to express.
wenn wir die
not to
weibliche
repress.
Energie auch in Männern
What
in
happened
eine
at that
Balance
moment
bringt,
is
wenn wir sind ja beides, beide Energien.
the sexuality and sensuality become one.
Wenn man die in
And then
Balance
Tantra.
bringt, bekommt
And then
Sexualität
Tantra.
und Sensitivität
That's the
eins.
beginning of Tantra.
Das
Because
ist der
then
Anfang von Tantra.
you are not touching a woman anymore or a man anymore with the intention of copulation. No, you're touching this person to have fun, to enjoy, and if whatever happened after, it is perfect. It will be the product of this amazing communion, of this amazing dance of energies. And that is called Tantra.
Du berührst die nicht mehr
That is
wegen
called Tantra. And it
aufgrund,
happens
weil
when
du
you cross these borders.
Sex
the borders-
willst, sondern
Sexuality, I'm not against sex, trust me,
Es
go for
verbindet
it
sich.
until you get tired. And then, of course, you will actually understand what I'm talking. Yes, go for it. But I can feel that here in this table, some of you guys went to the extreme already. You say, okay, this is enough. Okay, now we need to understand the sensuality. To understand what it really
was ist
relationship
Sexualität?
is, friendship. Not to control, not to manipulate, not to abuse, not to use the body as an object. No, I want something more special, and that starts with yourself. And
Das
when, as
fängt
soon
mit
as
dir
start with
selber
yourself, then you're emanating this beautiful love to everyone.
Und dann gibst du
And it
das auch ab.
happens. So this is a border to cross, Another border to cross is power. Okay?
Eine andere ist Macht, eine
And
andere
but
Grenze.
in the case of power, I can say that is before sex. Power you can cross it really easy.
Ist aber noch vor
But
Sex.
sex
Ist leicht zu
is always there
beschreiben.
to us. But what we do with sex is we transform it into sensuality. Women are in charge to teach us.
Frauen müssen uns lehren, das.
We as a man, what we do is we abuse them, manipulate them, we control them, and then we don't allow them to help us. So if we allow a woman to teach us what sensuality is, trust me, you develop your intuition, because you also have intuition. Because man has the third eye, the analytical way, but women are more intuition also. And we
Männer
also
sind
have that part.
analytisch,
But we have to learn from
Frauen haben eine
women.
Intuition. Die
But
Frauen
of course,
können uns lehren.
this is a process of walking together, talking with women, not as a relationship, this is a friendship. As a friendship, they actually, if we approach them more closely as a friends, not to abuse them, not to use them, not to, then they help us to grow also in the process. And it's important to have women as friends also, because they can share with us this beautiful sensuality that we don't actually have. We have sexuality. We have sexuality for sure, because if I touch you like this, you're like, okay, But if I touch a woman, trust me, the woman will feel it. If I touch it, the woman feel, ooh, the body is reacting. So this is important for us also to learn in the process of understanding our bodies, because the body pump, and they can help us, you know. Of course, we need to approach as friends and to develop this beautiful relationship with them, yeah. Because what they teach us in society is
Frauen, die Männer
that
lehren,
if we approach a woman, the only goal is,
dass wenn
you know what is
ihr
the only
einer
goal.
Frau begegnet,
So,
ist das einzige Ziel.
in this case,
Ihr wisst was?
you know, approach them, you know, that the goal is to go out, to have fun, to be friends, and they will start, you know,
Begegnet den Frauen als
giving you a lot of
Freund,
tips to develop this female energy in us, because we need it.
damit sie
Trust me.
in uns die weibliche Energie, in euch Männern die weibliche Energie erwecken.
Okay, questions about it, so we can have a beautiful break. Len need to do the moving part also. You're taking the medicine, right?